Good evening, everyone. Welcome to night 2 of Facetté Medical Spa and the Hair Experience Anniversary Week. We are so excited to have you. I went ahead and got the meeting started a little bit early just so we could start letting people get on and getting used to everything. If on your computer, you can set it to speaker view, that will make it much easier for you this evening for when someone's speaking, you're going to be able to see that demo right in front of you. So that will be the easiest. Hi, Miss Faith Wicker. I can see you. Hello, hello. We're just going to let everybody get on for the night. A few more people coming in. I'm going to talk just
Come on in, everybody.
Getting ready. Good evening, good evening. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on our live demos this evening. We have an amazing evening for you. That's Erin and Emmy waving right at you. They're going to be doing their demo tonight, and they are going to be demoing our Fountain of Youth treatment, which is our radio frequency energy and our PRX rejuvenation peel. It is an absolutely incredible treatment. That's the peel I did yesterday, still coming to you guys with no foundation on. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we get into the night, but just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Amanda Wicker. I'm one of the co-founders here of Facetté Medical Spa and the Hair Experience. This week is just our week to be able to share with you all the things that we do behind closed doors that you might not be able to see and have questions about. So if you have questions, please feel free to use the chat box that is in here. There are several of us that can answer questions, including myself, but that gives us a way to make sure we're getting all the information to you. If you decide to purchase some of our promotions from this week, you will get a swag bag, and I'll show you what's in those swag bags this evening, which are worth so much. They're always worth over $150 or more, which is our gift to you, and we love being able to do that as well. And I'll share some more of the promotions that we have. So without further ado, are you guys ready to share with us all the things?
Yes, we are so ready. We're very excited. So first of all, I am Erin. I'm actually one of the co-founders and owners of Facetté. I'm also one of the injectors here and certified laser technician. And I'm very happy to be here with you. And this is Emmy. This is one of our wonderful estheticians and our beautiful model, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly, for volunteering for this beautiful treatment. First of all, this is one of my favorite treatments to talk about. It's actually our #1 treatment here at Facetté, and it has been since we actually opened. So we're using the Genius tonight, and it's actually our 3rd platform that we started from. We've kind of gone up and up and up. And actually this platform, what we like about it the most is it does have the most tightening out of all the platforms that we have. So a lot of people are like, so how do I know if I'm a candidate for this? Well, actually, everybody's really a candidate for it. But if their #1 concern is skin tightening, a little bit of laxity for fine lines, this is the one that I'm going to go to. We're actually going to mix this one up with the PRXT, which I will talk about later. But right now, this is what Emmy is doing. She's actually doing this Virtue microneedling. And what it's actually doing is it is using RF energy, which is a thermal energy. And it's used by 49 insulated microneedles. Those microneedles are really the delivery system for this beautiful treatment, for that RF energy to get down into the dermis, to bulk heat that dermis. And what it's doing is when it's bulk heating that dermis, your body is building its own collagen and elastin. It's such a great treatment. And really, it's a great candidate for Fitzpatrick's 1 through 6, which means any skin color. Now, there are a couple of people who can't do it. And those people are, if you're pregnant, sadly, I'm really sorry, but we can definitely fix you up after your pregnancy.
Well, let's be honest, they're already glowing anyway.
Amen.
Right?
Right. And the other is somebody who has a cochlear implant, again, because it is a radio frequency wavelengths, and we don't want to disrupt those that implant there. And also a pacemaker. Definitely don't want to play with any radio frequencies if you have a pacemaker. So when it's doing that, stimulating that collagen elastin, what's going to happen is you're going to start to see results in about 4 to 6 weeks. But at week 12 is when you're really going to see great results. Now, remember, this treatment, you're still going to be building that collagen elastin up to 6 months. So then people say, okay, well, how many treatments do I really need with this? Well, really, the magic number is 3. You're going to see good results with 1 because, again, you're still building that collagen elastin. But science shows that if you do a treatment, 3 treatments once a month for 3 months, what's happening is you're building that collagen elastin. You're up here, right? Then you're going to build it some more. And then you're going to build it some more. So before it starts to go down, you're way up here building your own collagen elastin. So then what you're going to do is you're just going to need a maintenance, maybe once every 3 to 6 months, which is really incredible treatment, right? So then we talk about a little bit of home care and things like that. So with this one, if you were to do a series of 3, what we're going to do is we will actually send you home with this beautiful product called BioPel. These are growth factors. They come in these gorgeous little ampules. Everybody loves these little guys. And that growth factor is going to up your enhancement of the treatment.
It's like liquid gold in those little
It
ampules.
is liquid gold.
Yeah,
and I will
totally
tell you, these little ampules are good for everything. Actually, my husband uses these for his eczema. So, and they work incredible. And then we're going to show you after this what the PRXT does. So when we do that, that's what's called the Fountain of Youth.
Yeah.
And I think
Erin,
Emmy
will
is.
you share the areas that we can treat with the radio frequency and the microneedles, right? Because we have significant, it's not just face, neck, and chest. Would you just talk about all the different areas and downtime, please?
Yes. So we do face, we do neck, we do chest. We can do it on any body part. Anybody who has some scarring or stretch marks, any kind of laxity. I've actually done it on my tummy because I have a little bit of, from doing bodybuilding and things like that, my skin is a little bit more lax in a couple of areas. So I definitely treat it with this to get that tightening. And again, I do it a series of 3, sometimes 4. I kind of continue with my maintenances on things like that. So that's how that goes with that
and
one.
What about downtime?
Oh yeah, downtime. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting about that.
No worries.
So downtime, really there isn't much. Between 24 to 36 hours with this new platform. The old one used to be a little less, but with this one, you're going to have a little bit more downtime, but that's okay because what it's doing is just think about that RF energy doing its magic. It's doing its work. You're going to get more tightening with this treatment. So you're going to be a little pink for the first, probably 3 to 6 hours is you're going to be a little bit more pink. Then that pinkness is going to start to go away. You might have a little bit of swelling, but that's really not a bad thing either. So there really is, you can't wear any makeup for the first 24 hours, but the next day you can wear some makeup. You may feel a little bit swollen, but nobody else is going to even notice it.
And really, I think the pinkness that we see, I mean, you can see Kelly right now, it's a little extra pink, but that's because the treatment's happening right this minute. As that pinkness goes down, you can cover it up with makeup. I don't feel like you don't feel like you can't go out or you can't go to work or any of those things. It really, and a lot of times you look very glowy afterwards.
You do. Yes, absolutely, for sure. And really, like I was telling you, like the benefits of this treatment are really, you're going to start to see them in about 4 weeks, but you're really going to definitely see it in about 12 weeks. And it's just going to continue to get better.
Yeah. And like our other treatments, we want you to be comfortable. So we do protocol numbing to make sure that you're numb and more comfortable. There's always a few areas that can be a little bit more intense than others, but as you can see, Kelly seems very comfortable.
Yes, for sure. And that's the great thing with this. Like I said, fine lines, early signs of skin laxity, scars, because we are using microneedles. So those those microneedles are going to break up that scar tissue really great.
Kelly's lashes look really pretty also.
Kelly is beautiful. She's doing great. And if you look here, you can actually see like exactly where her pink is. She is getting a little bit of swelling and a little bit of a grid area. But again, that means that this treatment is working. Kelly, how is it feeling to you?
Fine.
She feels fine. And actually, I'll give you, Kelly, I was talking to Kelly before the treatment started, and she was really excited to be here. And she said, this is like my favorite treatment. She said, she said, I love it so much. I see such great results with this one. She
Love it.
loves
Well,
it.
and this is a great treatment because one of the questions, Erin, was what's the difference
Yeah.
between RF, microneedling, and CO2, right? And sometimes we're not so ready for something aggressive, but doing a series
Right.
of this treatment is incredible for building preventative maintenance, right? Because once we get to a certain
Right.
age, we're not able to build as much collagen and elastin. So building it now and as we continue to age is an incredible way to age gracefully, so to speak, right?
Yes, yes. So again, you know, the RF microneedling versus the CO2, again, you have less downtime for sure. And this one is more for that tightening effect, where with the CO2, you're going to get, it's more of a resurfacer, right? So
Yep.
you're going to get, it's going to help with those fine lines. It's going to help with that crepey skin, and a little bit of discoloration too. But you definitely, like you said, Amanda, you're going to have a little bit more downtime. We will be showcasing that also.
Yes, we will later this week.
Yes.
Thursday is, I think, when we're showcasing CO2 and our brand new plasma pen treatment. So you'll see that
Yes,
one as
that's very
well. We're
exciting.
not hiding anything behind, magic doors or anything.
No, we like
want
to
to
show
show you it
everything.
all.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Are there any other questions about just the RF?
No, but maybe let's talk about, our decision this year to kind of like,
Yeah,
what we did was we know that the radio frequency with microneedles is our number one treatment. People get amazing results. In the comments, you guys can see people are like, I love this treatment. It's my favorite. Like it is
yeah.
a number one favorite of ours. And we were like, how do we take this to the next level? And when we were at an aesthetic show, we found the way that we could take it to the next level and make it the fountain of youth, really.
We did. And the great part, and which we'll see, and we'll show you, Emmy will show you that fountain of youth part. So let's talk about that next step. So when we were at the aesthetic show and wanting to take it to that next level, and we found this beautiful TCA. It's a non-peeling peel. So that's what's so different about it. And it's a 33% TCA peel. And when you think about a TCA peel, the one that we have that will literally peel your face off in sheets is a 15%, right? It does, right? But the difference is with that 15% TCA, it's affecting the epidermis, those first few levels of our skin, right? This one is different. So it uses a layer of peroxide barrier. So what that peroxide does is it drives that TCA peel down into that dermis level. That dermal level with that TCA peel, you're going to start again. You're going to build more collagen. You're going to build more elastin. It helps with those fine lines. This is great for scarring. It's great for pigmentation. And again, you're not going to peel. You're going to get a little flaky. That's totally normal, but you're not going to peel. And it's actually really, even with after doing this treatment, it's not really painful. It's like when a lot of people think of a chemical peel and it's like, woo, woo, woo. It's really like that spicy. It's a little spicy. Kelly's had it done. It's a little bit spicy, but it's not bad at all. And how we actually do these treatments, there's two ways to do the treatment. There's the fountain of youth, where we do the 3 treatments with the microneedling. And as you can see, Emmy's doing that peel right now, and she's going to drive it. She's going to use some pressure, and she's actually going to drive that down into the dermis. So we will do this. We do 3 layers in one area at a time, and then we move to the next area and we do another 3 layers. And then that's what we call the fountain of youth. Now, you can actually do this treatment as a standalone, which is amazing if you have melasma, or if you just want, again, you have some scarring, you have stretch marks, you have some areas of concern, but maybe you're just not a candidate for the microneedling, or you just want to do this procedure just to have some tightening with it, because you're definitely going to get it. And if you do it that way, then you're going to do a series of 4, and you do it once a week for 4 weeks. And you know that because that's what you're doing, Amanda. And if you look
Yep.
at Amanda's skin, oh my gosh, it looks so nice and tight and so bright and so glowing. It's absolutely beautiful. The great
So
thing
yeah.
with and the great thing with the peel is the results are immediate. Yes, you're going to still see results afterwards, but you really do feel and see the results immediately after this treatment.
Yeah. So yesterday I did my number 3 of the series of 4 of the standalone peels, and I have no foundation on. I have some moisturizer on. You can see I've got, just a little bit of spots where you can tell that there's some things coming to the surface, which is what we want. But again, I wanted you guys to see probably tomorrow, day 3, I might have a little flaking where I feel like my skin's just a little dry. It feels a little bit just like Colorado this time of year, to be honest. But that aftercare that she was showing, when you purchase the package of the Fountain of Youth, or when you purchase the package of the 4 peels together, you get the take home care that goes with it, the full size products. So you can
I'm going to talk about those too.
Yeah, and it really helps, keep that to a minimum. But it's a beautiful treatment. I wanted to share with you guys just how skin can look, and especially after a peel, because sometimes we're like, what does it look like? Does it hurt? How does it feel? And so I'm being, just out there so you guys can see, because this really has been an incredible game changer. We do have the Fountain of Youth. Everyone's asking about pricing. And Monica, you can do this treatment really winter, spring, summer, or fall. That's the nice thing about this, because it doesn't matter. We can do it on all skin types. The package for the price, I have to look up what the peels are, you guys, and I can get that for you. Katie can help me get that number. But what the promo we have for the Fountain of Youth is $850 for one of the treatments for face and neck, which is $150 savings, which is huge savings, because we typically only sell them in a package. And so you're able to get one, be able to try that out and see how your skin feels and see the amazingness of what that is. And then we also have the package of 3 of the RF microneedling face and neck with the growth factor. And you get an oxygen treatment, which is our facial that uses a hyperbaric oxygen bubble to infuse the skin with hydration. It's absolutely amazing. And that package is for $2,000, which is another $120 in savings. When you spread that out over the 4 treatments, it's an incredible savings of what you get. And yes, all the promos are listed on our website. When you click anniversary, just go to anniversary event and click in there, and it'll take you right to the page that shows you all of the promos that you can purchase, and they're only through purchase this Saturday. So we want to make sure you guys can all take advantage of it.
Yes. So let's talk about the products that Kelly's going to go home with tonight. So when you do the Fountain of Youth, we do send you home with 2 products, different products than if you were just to do the microneedling on its own. So the products that go with the Fountain of Youth, we have 2. We have a moisturizer. This moisturizer is really lovely. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to use them for about 5 days at a time. And this one has shea butter, vitamin A, vitamin E. It's wonderful. It's very hydrated. It smells great. And this is the day and night cream. And then this one is the night cream. So this one actually has 8% glycolic in it. So it is going to kind of help your skin continue on that path. So as far as doing its thing, doing its magic, creating that collagen elastin. So this one actually just lengthens that time. So, and you would use this for, if you were going to do the Fountain of Youth, you use it for a week. And then you can actually go back to using your regular products after that, which are incredible. And then the next time you come back in a month, you're going to use these products again for a week and do it again. So like right now, Amanda, since she's doing those series of 4, she's just going to continue to use it for the month straight. So that's a little bit of a difference with that.
Yeah. And it's been great to have those products as a help, because it's obvious that it's helping with the dryness and any of those those side effects that I would have. But honestly, I haven't felt like anything, and I can't tell you how many people are just like, what's going on?
Your skin looks incredible.
Beautiful,
I know.
right? I'm turning
so
45
beautiful.
in 2 weeks. I feel like you wouldn't even know. I'm just kidding. But I love that we get to share that. What else, Erin? Anything else that we need to share with them that they would need to know about the treatment?
I would say really just come in for a consultation, and that way we can address all of your needs and decide if the RF microneedling is the treatment for you, or if it's a different treatment that, would be best for you. Again, I kind of think that, really this treatment is for everybody. I don't think there's really a negative for anybody
I was
to have
say
it.
that he probably won't be here he's just at the.
Oh, keep going.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
Interruption.
Yeah, so really everybody is a candidate for this. Again, except if you're pregnant, if you have the cochlear implant, if you have a pacemaker. And like you said before, you can do this treatment all year round. That's what we love. And we can do it on all skin types. The only skin that I would say maybe not do it on is, say you go to Mexico, you come back and you have some sunburned skin or you're really tan. We just don't want to put more heat on top of heat in your skin, because we don't want to do the opposite effect and give you hyperpigmentation. Other than that, everybody is a candidate. And who doesn't want tightening? I mean, come on, who doesn't want their skin tighter?
Right.
I know I do.
Well, and that's exactly right. That's all. I mean, all of us want
Kelly
us
does.
to have that fresh skin, right? We can put as much makeup on as we want, but if our skin isn't looking great, right, you can't really cover that up. And the questions are like, if you're not sure what to purchase, that's where that complimentary consultation is the most important, Heather. And someone else asked about, should I do this or sunspots? Come in and meet with one of our providers, whether that's Emmy or Erin or Carrie or Kimberly or Jenny, where they can go, okay, let's make a plan and let's see what's the most important. It might be important to start with the tightening and then do sunspots, or it might be important to do sunspots and then. So let's make a plan that works best for your skin.
Right.
And let us assess what the best needs are, because they really are the experts. Like, hands down in the field, I would say in the Midwest, the most educated team who truly understands skin and wants the best outcomes. And really, come spend 30 minutes with us. Let's figure out what the best plan for you is. And there's no cost to you. We want to make sure you find out what that looks like. So that's the best way to do it.
And I do want to just make sure that people do know that skin tightening does not mean facelift. So some people do ask me, like, is my skin going to go like this? No. I wish I could do that. But tightening, yes. A little bit of skin laxity, yes. Fine lines, yes. Let's treat them. This is an amazing procedure.
It is.
Yes.
And with that low downtime, it's so nice because
I know
it doesn't really impact, any of those things. And let's be honest, we all know that 2022 is the year of all of the events that people are wanting to do and weddings. And I think things are getting back into that time frame. And this is a perfect treatment, especially paired with our oxygen treatment facial, to get you ready for anything you might have coming up, which is incredible.
So what Emmy's doing right now is she's actually just neutralizing that peel. So Kelly, you can see she's done. She's a little pink. She just looks like she ran a little bit. But she's got a beautiful glow. Her skin is nice and tight. And does it feel tighter?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it feels so much tighter, doesn't it?
I don't wear makeup as much anymore.
See, isn't that great, guy? I mean, you heard it from a
Saving
client
money.
right here.
Yeah.
Saving money on makeup.
No, my texture is much improved.
Texture is much improved. Yeah, and that's just a great thing. And that's so many people, when they come in, that's their first concern is, I just have these fine lines. It's really my texture. And I just wish that, I just have a little bit of crepey skin and I just wish I didn't. What can I do? Here you go. This is the treatment for you. Number one treatment at Facetté, for sure.
Yeah, it really is. We can't talk about it enough. And it is the number one treatment because of the results that our providers see every day in the room. That they're seeing acne scars. We've seen such dramatic differences with acne scars. Like, that's absolutely incredible. And, our face and our hands are the things that are always exposed to the elements. And so it's most important that we take care of those. It's our first impression. It's, the one thing that is always exposed that we have to take the best care of. So this is an incredible treatment. You guys did a great job. So I love that.
Thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Kelly.
Yes.
Thanks everybody for coming on tonight. We are so blessed to have you and look forward to seeing you the rest of the week.
Hey, real quick, Erin, how many number of treatments has Kelly had?
Kelly, how many number of treatments have you had? That's the question.
It's this specific machine too.
With this specific platform, she's had 2. She's done the platforms before, but she, like I asked her before, she's like, oh my gosh, this is just no comparison.
The tightening around the jawline.
Yeah, she's saying the tightening around the jawline is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
I love it. Do you have just a PRX peel? We do. And you can do the PRX peel, which I did by myself. by itself, or you can do the microneedling by itself, or we have the combined package, which is the Fountain of Youth. So that's how they're different. And we'll be able to look at your skin and go, okay, this is what makes the most sense. This is what may not work. And, you know, we have some people who are like, oh, I just want to do the radio frequency with microneedling. And then they want to do an add-on of the PRX and make it a Fountain of Youth one time. Usually that is a continued time because they love seeing the results and what that looks. Does that make sense? Awesome. I'm so excited because now I get to do a giveaway. So tonight for the Fountain of Youth treatment, which is the microneedling with the PRX rejuvenation peel, is Janae Brendhoff. So congratulations, Janae. I am going to put that on your account so that you can take advantage of that here very, very soon. So super excited about what that looks like. If you guys haven't heard, we we this year are doing something a little bit different, and we're really excited about the difference in what we're doing. And this year what we did is we are partnering with a nonprofit in our community because we wanted to make sure that we continue to give back. That is a huge core value of all of us here at Facetté, is making sure that our relationships in our community are great, but also giving back in our community. And this year we're partnering during anniversary week with Crossroads Safehouse. And I have one of their amazing team members with me today. This is Jacqueline.
Hello, thank you so much,
Oh my
Amanda,
gosh.
for inviting us and celebrating the work that our advocates do every day.
This is so amazing. And I think it's so important because we are a community. I say we're a community at Facetté because we get to meet so many amazing people, but the relationships we build in the community is so important. And the last few years have been challenging for all of us. And so within your space, I think it's so important. Their particular space is so different to help victims of domestic violence and so much more because of how they're set up. So I'm going to let Jacqueline share a little bit with you guys, but the special thing about this is that we're going to donate a portion of our proceeds that we earn this week for anniversary week, because it's a big week for us, to them to make sure that they can continue to do the work that they do. And if you go to our website and look under the anniversary page, there's a link where you can donate. And if you donate $5 or more, we're going to put your name in for that grand drawing basket that you saw yesterday that everybody is obsessing over, and make sure that we put your name in for it too, so that you can get that. So share with us a little bit about what you guys get to do in our community each day.
Well, Crossroads Safehouse has been here in the Fort Collins area for 41 years, believe it or not, providing
Wow.
safe house services for victims of domestic violence and interpersonal abuse. When we started 41 years ago, we started as an organization that was actually referred to as the Battered Women's Committee that some community members started. And it's really important. And I bring that up because, as you said, Amanda, we do provide services not just to women. And so it's been a big part of education in those 41 years, is that we do serve men and women in our community. And in this day and age, our doors are open to everyone. So if you don't fit into one of those clear categories, we are also open and have rooms available. We have 31 family suites. So individuals are in their own room, which makes us a very unique shelter in Northern Colorado. We're the largest. And we provide more than just emergency shelter. That's what we're known for. People can come in and they have shelter, food, clothing, one-on-one advocacy sessions, but you don't have to physically come into our shelter. You can also be provided all of those services as an outreach client.
No, I love that.
So we're very flexible. We also do a lot of education within our community as well. One of our most important programs is actually in our high schools, and it's peer-led. Last year, we educated just over 1,200 high school students on what a healthy, safe relationship looks like and where they can find resources. So those are some of the key things that we do. We have so many programs. We have an internal law firm in our walls called Bringing Justice Home. And we partner with a variety of the other shelters in our area as well, because they don't have that resource. And one of the most important resources I think that we have been able to continue to provide during the last 2 years of the pandemic, that all of our support really has helped us grow, is our relationship with the Fort Collins Police Services and other law enforcement in our area. they call our DART team at all hours of the day.
Yeah.
And we have someone on call and can send someone to the scene, and they can be there and provide supportive services immediately in the moment.
I love that. Well, and not every
Minutes to uniform.
quote safe house, right, can house just anyone, right? There's a lot of times there's limitations on that. And I think we all know right now that our adolescents really need that education for mental health and safe relationships. Many times it's hard to know what that difference is. And so I think that education is huge. Our adolescents need it so much. And so I love that you guys are doing that. There's so many ways that each of us can help with Crossroads, whether that's donations of things and products that you may need, donations just even financially. So there's lots of ways that we all can help this amazing organization. And this is just one way we're trying to get started,
Right.
but there may be other ways that you want to get involved and help with something that is so instrumental in our community and making sure that people have a safe place to go if they need it, which is important.
Yep. I do, if it's okay, I just want to
Yeah.
throw out two statistics. Last year, even though we have still been under the constraints of the pandemic, we provided almost 10,000 nights of emergency shelter to individuals in our community. And so every donation that we receive goes to supporting those in need. And everyone that comes through our door or calls us via crisis line is provided their services free of charge. So really, like you said, Amanda, every donation, be it $5 or more, really does make an impact on the victims that we serve.
Absolutely. Every one of our nonprofits in our world, and they all work so closely together in our community. If you don't know that, they really do. They need all of our help right now. And sometimes that may be just donations, sometimes that may be volunteering, sometimes that may be financially, but there's always a way that we can participate and help our community and what that looks like. I love what they're doing for the youth. I think that's incredible. Because I've had an experience this year with my kiddos that, we're all dealing with situations we've never dealt with before, and we need to make sure we all have the resources that we need. So I think that's so absolutely incredible. So
Yeah.
It's been a fun partnership too. Yeah.
It's
I love it.
wonderful. We're very lucky to have you as partners and
Thank
have
you.
you as such an amazing business in our community that does so much for so many organizations.
Oh, well, thank you. Like we said, it's important for us, and we have had learning, right? It's once we get involved, there's so much learning. And someone said on here, I had no idea the depth of the services that they offer. And so this is our encouragement for you to dig in a little and find out a little bit more about this resource in our community and how that can help. Christine, if you guys go to our website, there's a link on our website to make a donation. It's right on there. There's a QR code. Just make a note that it's, Facetté's anniversary week, and we'll put your name in extra for that grand prize drawing, which is just fun for us, but gives us a way to really be able to support someone else. This is a big week for us. And without the community, we could have never truly grown Facetté. I'm going to get all teary. Grown Facetté to what it is. And so it's so important that we take care of our community, and every majority of our clients are women, but we also have men, and we want to make sure everybody has a safe place if there's ever an opportunity where they need it. So I think that's so important. So thank you so much for being here with me
Thank you
tonight
for
and
having
sharing.
us.
I
We
love it.
really appreciate it. And we hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your week.
Yes, it's going to be a fun
It
week.
looks like it's full of fun.
Yes, it should be full of fun. And I will continue to share with you guys how we continue to bring in donations for Crossroads all week. We want to keep bringing that number up so that we can reach more and more people in our community and make sure that they're continue to be safe. So thank you so
Yeah.
much.
And a shout out to all those who've already supported us.
Yes,
So thank you. Have fun tonight.
thank you. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. So great to have you. I love, love, love. If each of you would make sure, we're going to move on to the next demonstration tonight, but if you would please make sure that you're on mute, it really makes a huge difference for us as we continue to move on through the night and keep our technology moving smoothly. I do my best, but we need to make sure. And again, I hope each of you digs in a little bit to Crossroads Safehouse. What an incredible group that we have been able to partner with. All right, without further ado, we are ready for our next demo. Coming to you live from the Hair Experience. We've got Taylor, Lauren, and Molly. And Taylor, what are we talking about, sister?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, what are we doing tonight? Tell me all the things.
Well, first and foremost, my name is Taylor.
My name is Lauren.
And my name is Molly.
And we're going to talk all things hair extensions and microlines this evening.
We're super
Love
excited to
it.
get started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. All right,
Let's do
so
it.
this is our lovely model Brooke here.
We're starting the night off with the hand-tied extension demo. So we're super excited. And then we'll finish the night off with this demo with Molly doing microlines.
Yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit about the hair that we use. We use Coco Marie hair extensions, and we have multiple lengths. We have 20, 22, and 24-inch hair extensions. This is human hair. It is European hair. The longevity of the hair extensions, it is anywhere from 8 to 12 months, and that depends on proper home care and proper maintenance. So what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of stitching and explain how we got the stitching on the head. So Florin, if you want to grab my mannequin head really quick.
We
So-
have our lovely
yeah.
Susie over here.
Yeah, so this is how we lay our beads. If you want to pan in, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Perfect. So we lay these beads first on the hair before we start our stitching. And then Mina, if you want to pan on over here so you can see where our weft is laid on top. And I've actually already stitched her weft in. Can you see that okay also?
Yep. We can see it really good. Thank you so much.
All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how we actually stitch. And it might be kind of hard to actually see the string, but we actually use a stitching needle and thread. It's a nylon thread. And what I'm doing is I'm going in and stitching, and I'm actually catching those anchor beads that I just showed you earlier. And that's how it is secure to the head. And it's painless. Brooke, is it painless?
So painless.
And these hair extensions, they can be washed, blow dried, styled, curled, just like your natural hair.
Okay, so I'm going to answer some questions, Taylor, that are popping up while
Yeah.
you're stitching away. Yes, Christine, it matches your natural hair. So the goal is that it should blend seamlessly with your natural hair, that it looks like there's nothing but everything blending together, as you can see with mine. The cost of the hair depends on how much hair you need, how long your hair already is, what goal we're looking for. So same thing like everything else. It's so much easier if we can color match you to what that is. It doesn't matter if you highlight it. It doesn't matter if you do a retouch. We can find a way to make it work. There's some questions around damage of the hair too. Do you want to talk a little bit about that while you're sewing?
Yeah, so first and foremost, we do a complimentary consultation with each client. And again, if you guys were on last night, you heard the girls talking about the health and integrity of the hair is Facetté's #1 priority. So it's the same with hair extensions. So we can kind of evaluate that at time of consultation. And it might mean maybe you don't get to do the super, super long hair, or maybe we do less hair, but there usually is almost an option for everyone. But it's best to set up a consultation to figure that out.
Yeah, so with, it's super fun to see what Taylor's doing over here and seeing the
Yeah, you
stitching
can
go
show.
in. So with your hair, it's like Taylor said, it's gonna depend on consultation. It's gonna depend on how much natural hair you want, your desired end result. We do anywhere from 1 row for just like a little bit of fullness with your natural hair, which I think is a super beautiful result, all the way up to 2 rows for a little bit of fullness and also length. And then 3 rows is going to be like if you have a short, a little bit more blunt look and you want long and thick, you're going to definitely need
In
the
this,
3 rows.
this is a great example of someone who has a little bit of shorter hair versus someone who has longer hair. We can do both.
Yeah, so I went ahead, actually I had my full set of extensions for almost a whole year. I decided to cut it off and
We
just wear
can't
a
hear
little
Lauren
shorter. So
very
it's
well.
super fun to get to. still
She
have
can't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Versatility, can you hear me in here?
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
Versatility with all the options that we have. And here, I'll stand over here.
Yeah.
That works great. So yeah, lots and lots of options. We do a 6-week maintenance. Typically for a full, take them out, put them back in. We also do anywhere from 8 weeks for the maintenance, but that would require a mini move up in between as well, about at that 4-week mark in the middle. So that's really great too, just to know that kind of maintenance and what that looks like. So yeah, you can see how tight it is to the head and just
Yeah,
how
if you wanna
flat it
pan.
lays. Super beautiful, very little tension. It's all even.
And this is
Yeah, it looks
the,
beautiful.
yeah, and this is the traditional method. So actually, if I lift this up, we can see where the beads are laying under here. And then we are actually launching, starting today, our invisible method. So what that means is the beads that are underneath her hair are enclosed in 2 wefts. So when she pulls her hair up, you're not going to see any beads at all.
Yeah, so that's a
And-
really great option too, for just like, if you are the gal that wants to pull your hair up all the time, you want to be able to completely like not see any beads at all. Or if you have a lot of fine hair around your hairline, it's going to be a really great option to ensure that complete like invisible, total seamless blend. So
And so some of the questions are, yes, as your hair grows out, right, it just grows out with your natural hair, and then we would take them out and put them back in at the correct time of maintenance. And they're asking a little bit like, what is the daily maintenance? And we can do this to thicken your hair, to give you length. There's so much that we can do with extensions, which is incredible.
Yeah, we like to say we can do length, we can do volume, we can do pops of color, or we can do all 3 if you want it, if you want to. There's a lot of options with
really
the hair
endless.
extensions. Yeah.
So actually, speaking of home care, let me grab one thing. We have just a few products you'll want several for what you'll need to maintain your hair extensions. Using good products, it's going to ensure you get that full year out of your hair. First of all, the Gold Dust Serum, one of my favorites from Orbe. This is going to make sure that your extensions get as much hydration as your natural hair does, because it's not connected to a life source. So our natural hair, we have oils at our scalp. It's going to naturally trickle down to our hair. This is going to ensure that your natural hair and the extensions stay hydrated, super, super smooth in the hair. You can use it wet or dry, and it's actually great for your cuticles. You all need this time of year. And
Yeah, it's so
then this is Super Shine Light. It has a light heat protectant, so not up to 450 degrees, but still a little bit in there. And it actually has curl in it, so it's going to add a lot of shine. Really what this is used for is after you curl, you can use this dry to kind of add some shine to your curls and smooth your hair. It's really going to be great for blending that seamless line. And then also you can use this wet too to make sure your blowout is nice and shiny.
Super, super shiny on that one. Yeah.
Good.
Perfect.
Well, and I think as we talk about everything, it's so important to recognize that we talked about the health of the hair yesterday. And regardless if you have extensions or it's just your natural hair, products make a huge difference in the natural hair and structure and strength of your hair. So make sure you ask your stylist about the right products for your hair. It's really important.
Yeah, yeah. And we always will recommend a whole home care regime for clients and make sure we customize it to their daily lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Anything else?
I have one little sneak peek.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to share.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, a sneak peek.
Yeah.
This is a little tiny peek of our new line we're launching next week at the Hair Experience. It's going to be great for blondes. I can't say too much yet, but it is great for extensions, all the things. So you'll want to check out this beautiful.
You're going to want it.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the girls used it in a blowout on me last week, and I'm already obsessed. So
And it
next
smells
week it's
amazing.
launching.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's
from
exactly what
Orbe.
Orbe was missing. So
Yes.
we're all going to want it.
Perfect.
I love it.
All right.
Well,
Awesome.
thank you, ladies, so much. So
Yeah.
incredible to see all the things.
Yeah, we can take some more questions if there's anything else about hand tied and all the things.
There was
switch to
some
Microlines.
questions about other things, but Chrissy's been answering about them, so she's helping
Okay.
out on the chat for me, which is amazing. Really what I love is that we have all ages of clients that have extensions for all different reasons, right? And that's what's incredible.
Yes. Age is not, no. Anybody can have hair extensions. Anybody and everybody.
We get that
Yes.
a lot. Like, I'm too old for hair extensions,
Uh,
or I can't do it. And
Yeah.
honestly, like there are so many options as we talked about with pops of color, changing your look overall, or even if you just want fullness and not adding any length, it's beautiful, all the results. And so me, Taylor, all the girls here at Facette, we'd love to just do those consultations and just get to know your story and hear how we can just put hair in just to even make a simple change to just make you feel better.
Yeah. And one quick little thing that we actually forgot is I'm going to have her pan in on some hair extensions and what they actually look like up close. Can you see those?
Yeah, we can see them.
Yeah. So these are actually the wefts that we layer in to the beads. And this is what they look like at the top.
Yeah, it's so incredible.
Cool. All
Corey
right.
was asking about, she has naturally curly hair, and Corey, in our first demo, Erin, who was the one talking, the redhead, has
Yes.
very naturally curly hair, and she has extensions. And you can see that, you know, as long as we can get them to blend and keep that straightness and curl together, it looks really beautiful. She doesn't have any issues with her curly hair not blending.
Yes. Yep. And it might just take a few different products or a little bit more at home, but it is totally doable.
Yes, and there is a promotion. There's a lot of questions about promotions, and of course, we're going to have a giveaway as well here at the end. But the promotion for our extensions and microlines is $50 off the installation, which that installation part, when we first put them in, that's always the biggest investment between buying the hair and getting them installed, because we have to measure and get them all perfectly correct. So this $50 off of that, and then we just require a deposit towards hair, and we want you to come in for a consultation so we can make sure we get the perfect color of hair, we know what we're going to do with your hair, and we get the right amount of hair. We do have hair on the wall, but we always want to make sure that we have the amount of time to be able to get you what you need. So we're so excited
Yes.
for you to be able to participate in that, which is amazing.
Yes. Perfect.
Are we ready for microlines?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're ready.
We are.
Right.
We're going to turn it over to the amazing Molly. She's going to talk all things microlines.
Perfect.
Love it. Hi, Molly.
Hi guys, how's everyone doing?
We are good. It's been a good
I
night.
have a little echo going on, so it's a little weird. So,
Okay, I'm gonna pull this up here.
all right. So thank you, Taylor and Lauren. That was amazing. I even learned a lot already just in the little tidbit of information that you guys gave. So unlike hand-tied extensions where they're getting their length and their fullness, we are actually going to be talking about the microlines, which is for our thinning hair, hair loss, chemo patients that just really struggle with covering what's going on the top. So with microlines, it is a separate hair piece that's going to be similar to this. I don't know if you can see it very nice, but this is one of the pieces. One thing with microlines is they come in a variety of different colors. And then we also have different shapes of the netting that goes underneath. So it's completely custom. We definitely need to have a very in-depth consultation to really kind of talk about what your concerns are, as well as getting the right fit for the piece for your hair. Because a lot of times the piece is going over those thinning spots. So we need to make sure that there's actually enough hair on your head to sustain the weight of this piece. So a lot of different options as far as the net goes underneath this is called the matrix. So you can kind of see that it is see-through. So it's very lightweight. It's different than a wig because a wig is going to be completely covering your whole head, whereas this is just about 5 inches wide. I think the widest one comes in about 7 inches. So it's definitely going to be just covering, sorry, Tay, I'm
No,
gonna
you can use me.
It's going to be covering about just the top of that head, just a little bit. But there's a ton of hair on this, which is amazing because it does offer to lay over that. I won't put this on top of your head.
You can.
But it does have the ability to cover any other hair that you have. And most of the time, women do have like really fine hair and kind of stringy ends. So this does offer a lot of thickness and fullness on those ends.
Right, because
Another
with
thing,
hand tied, Molly, we can only do, you know, a certain part, but we can't get all the way up top. So that's where microlines really addresses that issue.
yeah, it's definitely a very different technique, especially when it comes to installation. So the installation piece of it is going to take about an hour and a half. And that's like not including your consultation with this, which is definitely separate. And then I would like to see you at first for the first few months, every 3 weeks, because what's happening around this bond ring on the piece, which is like a little plastic bond ring, is what we call it. It's made out of crystal polymer. So it's able to be heated with a tool that we use to secure it, almost kind of like one of the beads that you saw earlier. So we tie the hair around the bond ring, your actual hair, and then we secure it with that heat. And then that's what's going to be holding this piece onto your head. We also have this little crochet hook that we send home with you in your home kit. And you're actually going to be weaving your natural hair through every single day, at least once a day. And that's going to be your part in making this look more natural because it's weaving your natural hair through the piece. So it's also going to be lasting depending on your home care. The pieces, depending on their quality, because they have like different stars, what they call it. So if you have a 5-star piece, that should last up to 3 to 5 years. So that's the amazing thing about Microlines versus the hand tied is people are purchasing hair about twice a year with hand tied versus Microlines is about 3, hopefully, depending on your home care.
Yeah.
So
we're
that
actually,
means
Molly, right, one of the only certified salons in Colorado to be able to do and offer Microlines.
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's definitely a very emotional part too of part of being a hairstylist. Like it really does touch our hearts and the client that's in our chair. It's amazing to see the transformation and be able to change their life.
Yeah, I love that. Should we show some pictures, Molly?
Yeah, we can see more pictures. So the first picture that we have is going to be on actually a model that we did during our training. Which is my mom.
Hang on,
There we
I'm
go.
having some technical difficulties here. Here we go. No, that's the wrong one. Got it. We're good.
There we go.
Yay, cool. Awesome. So you can see on the top picture, that is her natural hair. And then the bottom 2 pictures are a little bit of the after process. So you can see it's definitely more full and you don't see any spots.
And I think that's something to say that, like she said, hand-tied hair extensions won't give you. It's not going to fix here and above if you're thinning. Whereas like in this picture, you can see there's a lot more fullness on top and we can't do that with hand-tied extensions.
Yeah. I also want to say that the consultation process, we will be taking pictures of your hair, your natural hair. So if you're completely comfortable with that, we do send it in and sometimes they have to actually approve it to see if you're a good candidate or not. Because the company won't put something in your hair if they don't think that you have enough hair to sustain the piece.
I love that it's all about the integrity, right? Whether that's skin or hair for Facette and the companies that we partner with, it's about the integrity of long-term hair. We don't want to do anything that puts your hair any more at risk. All right, Molly, I'm going to move to the other one, which is a much shorter, darker hair.
Yeah. So as you can see, there's obviously different lengths of all the pieces. And what's the fun part for me as an artist that's certified in Microlines is I get to actually completely customize the haircut with the client's head shape and kind of what they want to see, what features they want to enhance. So that's one of my favorite parts about doing Microlines.
Absolutely. All right.
So you can see like this is very thin on the top. The color can kind of make it look thinner too, but she definitely has a lot of hair to be able to wear the piece. Absolutely. And then also with the maintenance part of this, so we're seeing you every 3 to 4 weeks to just move it up. But once a year, we recommend sending it back to the company and they actually call it a refresh. And it's a 16-week process, which is kind of lengthy. But what they can do is refresh the color on it, and they actually tie in hairs that have been lost. And that's,
Which is nice that they can do that, because we can't do that even with hand tied.
No.
yeah, it's kind of stressful because it is 4 months that you're without a hairpiece, but you can always buy a backup too, and that's great.
I put up the other picture, Molly.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, so you can see that she definitely struggles with hair loss on the whole top of her head, but also kind of coming down more. And so this piece is probably just a bit of a wider piece, so that way we can stretch it down farther.
Totally makes
And
sense.
if you do have hair loss like lower than what the recommendation is, they do custom make pieces for extra money, but it's definitely something that they can do.
That's awesome. And then last was the long hair photo, which is so dramatic in my
Yeah,
opinion
good
of
one.
all of them.
Yeah, this is exciting for someone who does, I mean, you can see in that first picture, she's probably gone her whole life struggling with how to make her hair get fuller and thicker. And this probably just made it so much easier for her. And she probably loves her hair right now.
Yeah, when I think about why each of us, like if you watch our videos on Facette's website, almost every one of us is about the impact that it makes on the client. And I think this picture says a lot. I look at this picture of what this client must feel dramatically different about her confidence in herself, just feeling like she has something more to feel good putting out there in that world, right? I can only imagine how dramatically different it makes that client feel, which is just so incredible.
Yeah, and we just want everyone to be able to feel comfortable about coming into our space and feeling very vulnerable about talking to us about their struggles with their hair loss. It is a bigger concern than a lot of people know. And it's frustrating as a stylist because that's one of the things that we really can't change for the actual hair. So it's rewarding for us. However, we're going to be very honest with you. And if it's something that we don't think that your hair can handle, then we won't be recommending it.
Absolutely. Chrissy put on the chat, she's like, post-COVID hair loss this is a great option for that post-COVID hair loss when, it takes some time to get that back. We also offer some amazing nutraceutical peptides and some other supplements that do help with hair growth that we all recommend and think they're incredible that we can use with it. However, in the in-between, we need something. And I think the Microlines really gives us a completely different option to help our clients and those that have that hair loss on the top, which is awesome.
Yeah, and it's nice too, because it is only a smaller portion that's covering your hair, whereas a wig or other options are just too heavy for people who do have fine hair, that they're just not used to having all that weight on their head and cause heat, all the things to happen. So a few things that I was going to touch too is you treat this like your normal hair. You can color it, you can cut it, we can wash it, blow dry it, curl it, all the things. And we recommend just using a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner, so that way it doesn't rough up that hair as much. But ultimately, the hair piece itself will last depending on how you're taking care of it at home. And we'll be able to definitely tell how it's happening.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, I saw the client that you did and it was seamless, right? Like before and after, it just looked like she grew hair. Like it was just, it matched beautifully. It was seamless how it blended into her haircut. It was the most beautiful transformation. And that's what's absolutely incredible is it doesn't look like it's out of place. It totally looks very natural and gorgeous. And that's
It's your best kept secret. You have no idea.
Brittany just said, I love how you say all the things, because I say all the things. And I do say all the things.
We learned that from you, Amanda.
I know, I need to use some new words.
Definitely, if you have more questions about pricing, we do want to see you. Every piece is a different price, and depending on the length that you get and whether it's a custom piece or not, that's going to vary with the price. So come see us. We would love to have you in your chair and just talk to you and love on you about your struggles with your hair loss.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And if there's anything with your hair that you want to come in, and we've talked about consultations for color and we've talked about consultations for extensions, but even if you want to come in and talk about your products, you want to come and talk about a plan for your hair, please let us spend some time with you and work through an option to make sure you're feeling confident about your hair treatment plan, long-term, what that looks like. We're here for you as a company, no matter what. So I think that's absolutely incredible.
Even if you have a friend or a family member that have always just talked about if they've ever been wanting to do this, it's a great opportunity to get them in our chair and just have a conversation. That's how it all starts.
It is. All right, you guys, thank you so much. You all look beautiful and so
thank you
informative,
guys.
and we appreciate you. So thank you.
Bye, guys.
I swear I get to work with the most amazing and talented, educated, smart, beautiful women every day. I'm such an incredibly lucky woman. Angie Chase, on my call, you won the complimentary hair installation. So if it's something that you are looking to have some extensions and you're interested in that, give us a call and let us know, because you won the installation of that. And we can get you a complimentary consultation set up so you can come in and maybe get some hair. Oh, she just said, woohoo, I want hair. All right, girl, we got you set. So give us a call. We'll get you scheduled and you have a hair installation waiting for you. I love giving away this stuff, is my favorite. It's totally my favorite. All right, now we are going to be moving on into some serious, important business. At Facetté, our tagline is total beauty, total wellness. And as we were creating our company several years ago, we were like, beauty and wellness really live hand in hand. They go together so incredibly well that it's almost like you can't have one without the other. And so the wellness piece of our company is just as important as our beauty piece of the company. And tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the wellness things that we offer here at Facetté that I think are just as important, because if we feel good inside, everything else feels good for us too. So we're going to talk through some of that. And I know that there could be some big questions on this one. So let's work together as we try and figure out the questions. And I'm going to see if Miss Nina is ready for us. Pretty quickly, they're going to come together. We're going to talk about our next demo is we're going to talk about bioidentical hormones, vaginal rejuvenation. Hang on one second, Erin, what? Oh, we're working on some technical difficulties, but that's okay. Oh, Mama Vivian is on. Hi, Mama Vivian. We're going to talk about food sensitivities and Prolon. And hi, Mama. While we're waiting for them, I'm going to tell you guys about our demos for tomorrow, since we're working on some technical difficulties really quick. We're probably switching between Wi-Fis. Tomorrow, you do not want to miss. We have cool sculpting and cool tone. So everything body shaping and how we're going to work through those things, all the questions you have, we're going to do that. And I love tomorrow night that our model for cool sculpting is male. It's a man. And because it is one of our top treatments for men. So that's an incredible thing that we get to offer. We have calligraphy cut, which is a cutting technique that we offer, that we are one of the only ones in Colorado that we can offer that. And then we also have the oxygen treatment that I talked about earlier and the peel. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you register for those as well. Oh, we have actually some red carpet looks for you from the hair experience. Where's our red carpet? You girls ready?
Hi, everyone. We're here. So we just are concluding our hand-tied extension and microlines demonstration. We love that we have so many things going on all week long. Like Amanda said, tomorrow's going to be great with calligraphy, but we're just wrapping up showing our beautiful model, Tori. She has lovely hand-tied extensions in, super seamless. She's nice, gorgeous blonde. If you want to turn around for me, we'll show our back of our hair.
So pretty.
So very seamless, super pretty color blend. Tori actually has been growing her hair out. So she has
a little bit shorter hair. So it's really beautiful just to create this look as she grows out her hair. As they were talking about, she has, do you have 2 rows? 2 rows in. So as we said, there's so many different options with length, style, color, everything. So that's why it's super important to book your consultation. But this is just a beautiful result to show 2 rows in for some length, for fullness, beautiful blonde color. And then if you want to turn back around, we'll pull your hair forward. And then if you want to pan out to show this amazing outfit, she looks super cute, our amazing model, Tori. So this look is created by Heyday Boutique here in Fort Collins. We absolutely love them. Odds are, if you've been to the set, you've seen a couple Black outfits from Heyday. We just love Jen, the owner there, and just all the amazing things that they do for our community. They just partner so well with what we do as well. They're located in Jessup Farms area. They also have like a little sister boutique over there as well. That's super fun. So just wanted to show you this amazing outfit. It's kind of part of their spring collection they're bringing out. Super, super cute. Of course, looks great with her blonde hair too.
If you were watching yesterday, Tori was one of our presenters yesterday, and she had her hair like half up, right? So that's what like you would have never been able to tell that she had extensions when her hair was even up yesterday presenting. So she looks so beautiful with it down, but you can wear it up too, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So,
yes, Tori was one of our amazing, she's one of our amazing stylists here, and she was on the demo last night doing some amazing fashion colors. So now she's here being a model for us. So
yeah,
thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Lauren. All right. Now we are going to our next session about wellness. Heather, we are recording all of the sessions, and our goal is to put them on YouTube. It takes a hot minute for us to download them and get them converted. So we'll definitely put something out so that we'll make sure you guys know when we can put those up so that you can absolutely see them and still participate in what that is. If you have questions about some of the things that we're doing tomorrow, let's make sure we get you connected with a provider so that you can answer those questions before you miss it. All right, Miss Mina, are we ready to talk hormones?
Yes, we are ready.
There's Sunshine. Hello, hello.
Hi.
So with us, we have Sunshine and we have our BioT reps, Michelle. So tell us, we're going to talk about hormones and why hormones are so important when it comes to health and wellness.
Okay, so I'm here with Natalie and Michelle, and I'm Sunshine, I'm a family nurse practitioner, and we're talking about bioidentical hormones today. And I'm just going to give you a little rundown about what bioidentical hormones are. Our bioidentical hormones are derived by soy. They're derived from soy plants, and they are meant to mimic your body's own hormones. We put them just underneath the tissue, just underneath the fat tissue in your hip area, and they last about 4 to 6 months. And we use them to treat various issues with both men and women. So menopausal symptoms such as like vaginal dryness, hot flashes, mood swings, anything else you could think of?
Not sleeping well at night.
Irritability.
Mood swings, irritability, anxiety. We can use it for migraines, menstrual headaches. And for men, we use it for increasing libido, fatigue, increased body fat, decreased muscle mass. And I'm trying to think what else. So these pellets are about a little small. They're about the size of a grain of rice. And we get them done about every 4 to 6 months. Well, it's every 3 to 6 months. And I'm trying to think of anything else I need to say about this. Can you add anything, Michelle? Natalie?
Yeah, they work also great for lack of focus in men as well. It improves sleep. It improves overall well-being for both men and women.
Okay, and bioidentical hormones with pellet therapy, we use BioT, And what's special about BioT over injections, oral pills, topical creams is that we have when we place them into your body, you have a steady stream of hormones that are absorbed over time. We don't have this up and down roller coaster, mood changes, things like that associated with some of these topical creams, oral stuff, and injections. So that the fact that the pellets stay in your body long term is beneficial versus all these other modes of therapy.
Absolutely. Well, and there's some long-term benefits to making sure that our hormone levels, that we optimize them, right? It always makes sure for men and women that we always say brains, bones, breasts, right? It helps with all of those things. So it helps when it comes to Alzheimer's, there's decreased risk for that when we're optimizing our hormones. It helps with cardiovascular disease. It helps with osteoporosis, all those things that are important, that we want to make sure that we optimize our hormone levels, because we're living longer and our hormone levels drop as we get older. So we want to optimize those so what we're not having these horrible feelings and things that we do, these like almost symptoms, right? That we're like, oh, it's just part of aging, when really with hormone therapy, we can make sure that we don't have to have those and we're feeling much better in the midst of that.
Yes, and I wanted to introduce Danette. Danette, come on over.
Hello.
So we're talking with Danette today, and Danette, tell us a little about yourself.
Let's see. I'm a woman.
And
I'm a mom of 4 and I'm 50 in a nutshell.
So what made you get bioidentical hormones? What made you interested in them?
Well, for me, I was really tired a lot, and I'm an athlete too, and I would lift and see no results, and I was getting so frustrated. So for me, I need testosterone. I had no idea, like my level was 0. And I guess you think about that in relation to men, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I had no idea that was affecting me. So I came in and got my levels checked. So.
And what changed when you got the hormones, when you got bioidentical hormones?
I have more energy.
Okay.
I'm definitely sleeping better. And with like my connection with my husband is much better, because the libido is strong, and just I guess a happier marriage even.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff is beneficial. But when I work out and lift, I feel like I have more energy and I'm getting stronger. And for me, that was really important. So I've been doing it for like almost 2 years, I think, getting pellets for going on 2 years.
So did you have any discomfort during the procedure?
That's like any invasive, there's going to be something, but you do such a great job at medicating and making sure the local is working before anything happens. So really not, and the downtime is only a couple days.
Yes.
So.
So if you're interested in getting bioidentical hormones, what we do first is we do a blood test, simple blood test, and we check if you are a candidate for bioidentical hormones. I go over your hormones with you, and also your thyroid levels and any deficiencies that could be causing fatigue or causing effects that we would think that you were low in a particular hormone. And then we get into talking about if you are a candidate with your medical history, and then we get into the actual procedure. And the hormones start working for women in about 2 to 3 days, and men it seems about 3 to 5 days. You start feeling the effects, and they seem to peak at about the 5th to 6th week. And we do blood work about that time, and we do the blood work. We make sure we got your levels high enough, and then you just go about your business, and we see you again in the next 3 to 6 months, and that's about it.
That's the best part for me, is just getting the procedure done and forgetting about it.
Yes.
Well,
that's actually
and
really
that's awesome what Danette is saying. So some of the questions are, right, what's the difference between, doing creams or doing the patch, and what that looks like? And really there is a difference, because like Danette is saying, you don't have to remember your cream, you don't have to remember your patch, you don't have to remember a pill. It's working with your body physiologically. So do you want to speak to that a little bit, Sunshine?
Yeah, so like what I said previously, pellets are superior to other products because we get a steady stream of them. This is released in your body, and it mimics how your ovaries, or if you're male, your testicles would release body in a steady stream. Topical creams only last so long. They depend on if you're sweating, if you're cold, if you put enough on, what time of day. There's a lot of factors that go into play. The injections last, they have a half-life of 3 to 4 days, so they don't last very long. So you have peak at 4 days, and then you kind of drop down, and you can only do them once a week. The sublingual, anything oral, it depends on how you absorb them, what you ate that day. So there's a lot of other factors that can change how you absorb these hormones.
Absolutely, which makes a huge difference, because I mean, even if you're using a topical cream, it could rub off on your spouse or your pet or someone else. So you want to make sure that you're getting the best efficacy. That's one of the reasons we partner with Biote as our hormone partner, because the efficacy of the hormones, they test them to make sure that you're getting the hormone dose that you should be getting, and not something less, not something more, so that you're going to have optimal results from your hormone insertion. What about Sunshine? Anything as far as there's a lot of questions about potential side effects when it comes to hormone replacement.
Did you say my name?
Yeah. Oh, so
Brad?
side effects.
Go ahead.
Brad,
I muted it.
say your
Sorry.
name.
It's not Brad.
So side effects. Side effects are only in 1 to 2% of the population. Side effects of too much testosterone can cause some hair thinning. Hair thinning starts right around the temples of your head. We notice it right away. If that becomes a problem, we either lower your dose, or we have a couple medications we can use to decrease those side effects of the excess testosterone. That happens in both men and women, and you can get cystic acne. Again, only 1 to 2% of the population does that happen to. I actually have you take DIM, which is a supplement that prevents these side effects. So we actually prevent, and then I have medications that actually stop the side effects. So we have a few options if this happens to you. Also, too much estrogen can cause nipple tenderness, breast tenderness, breast growth in both men and women. And there's a few things that we could do to stop that too. I have a few medications to stop that, and also we can lower your doses the next round. I use a bioidentical hormone site, Biote's website. They have an algorithm that gives us a pretty accurate dose and what you should need by utilizing your labs and also your body weight, your activity level, if you're a smoker or not. I found that this algorithm is really accurate, and so we can get our dosing pretty spot on the first time we try this.
Yeah, and really, what I love about what we do is making sure that we're checking in with you about how you are feeling, like Danette was saying, right? We want to make sure you feel good, and so we can adjust from there and make sure that it's working for you and your physiological body and what that looks like. So that's incredible. Someone's asking about, do you base it off your menstrual cycle? But really, it just works within your normal body cycle. Nothing, it's all based on the hormone levels that you have and the hormone levels that you need to optimize it to make sure that you feel your best.
Yes.
Yes. So now that we've talked a little bit about hormones, if you have more questions, we can schedule a consultation. The best way, though, like Sunshine was saying, is let's schedule some blood work, because if we're going to have a consultation, we want to be able to talk to you specifically about the needs that you have in your body. And the best way to do that is make sure we have your hormone levels, and we can talk exactly through that. We have a promotion going on, and I will talk about that here at the end of our demo, so that you guys will know what that promotion is. But that's the best way to do it, because now we're going to talk a little bit about sexual health. And that's a big deal in our world. And I think many times overlooked. We're like, oh, do we talk about sexual health? We are here tonight at Facetté talking about sexual health. So we're going to talk about vaginal rejuvenation. And we have a laser that does that. We call it the V-Lays. And let's talk about all the things vaginal rejuvenation, Sunshine.
All right. So all my friends left. They didn't want to talk about this subject, so they're all gone. So I'm on myself. Our V-Lace is a carbon dioxide laser. It's a CO2 laser that is non-ablative. It uses a pulse laser that doesn't damage any tissue. So this controlled heating increases collagen production, which can increase blood flow in vaginal areas. And this also can improve sexual gratification. And we do, women, we have vaginas, we have children, we get older, all these things affect how our vaginas work. So with a laser, that you have this non-invasive laser takes about 15 minutes to do the procedure, and we can help with bladder incontinence, lack of lubrication. We can also help with sexual pleasure. This with one device. We recommend 3 sessions about 6 weeks apart for this procedure, and just about anybody can have this done. Before I do just a pelvic exam, just like if you went to your OBGYN, to make sure you're a candidate. And then you don't need any topical creams. You don't need anything. The procedure is pretty comfortable. There is no downtime, but I would recommend no sexual activity for about 24 hours when you do it. And most women say it's not uncomfortable. So we do have options to treat any issues we can improve your sexual health, even if you haven't had children, because we're increasing that collagen, we're increasing the lubrication, which in turn increases the blood flow and everything becomes more elastic. So this can be used for menopausal women that have had babies, multiple babies, menopausal women that have had babies, and also women that haven't had babies that want to improve their sexual wellness.
Well, and I would say I've had the treatment done, and when I had the treatment done, it definitely helped with all the things, right? It helped with, I said all the things again, just for our friends. It really helps with that tightening. It helps with, also though, I feel like my incontinence after having 3 kids, I think after my first treatment, it really that issue for me decreased by like 50% or more. It was huge. It really does make a difference in those areas for us as women, that all the extra issues we have to deal with once you have had kids, but even if you haven't, that are able to keep that area great. So if we're taking care of all of our areas, why wouldn't we take care of that one too, right? So
yeah, and that's what we use this laser for, is the incontinence.
Yep.
Majority of women that do have this laser done, it's what they do before they get like a bladder repair. And as everybody knows, that's a very uncomfortable procedure. So we have something very invasive. And we have something this is the only thing we have that can improve that laxity around your bladder. And with menopause, those ligaments around your bladder get even more laxed. With hysterectomy, during the procedure, you lose a lot of the ligaments that hold up your bladder. So everybody needs a little help with their bladder just from being a woman. And the laser can help with that.
Right. I mean, let's all just be able to sneeze and cough and not have to worry about anything. We're going to talk real tonight.
I'm going to cross my legs right
on
now.
The video while we're here. I think it's important because sometimes we don't know who to talk to about it, right? And just know that there is an option here. And many of us at Facetté that are team members have had this treatment done. We are more than welcome to talk to you about what that looks like, what we experienced from it, because I think that makes sense. There's a question, is it painful? It really is not painful. It is a super easy treatment. There's a few spots that may be a little bit warm is the word I would use, but I would not say it's painful at all. It's very easy. Again, the downtime is nothing pretty much. We want you to just refrain so that we make sure that everything's okay. But it was incredible. And to see that difference in the continence and even how I felt in that space was incredible. So it's a great treatment that we're able to offer. And I love that. So anything else that you would add, Sunshine, about the V-Lace?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered it all. And we can always chat. We can always chat privately and discuss your questions, concerns, and and if this can help you with anything that's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to make sure that all those specific, questions. Someone asked, is there a risk of disruption of the vaginal biome?
Risk of disruption. No, the laser is a non-ablative laser.
Yeah.
So that's the nice thing about this laser, is the way it works. There's a lot of lasers on the market that work very differently, that are very invasive, that do have a significant downtime. This one does not. And I've worked with multiple lasers, and I really like using the one that we have here, the V-Lace, because there isn't any downtime. I mean, again, although I would recommend just waiting a good 24 hours before you have sex. It just doesn't seem like that would be comfortable, but you don't need any downtime.
No, I agree.
No.
Well, that's absolutely great information. Thank you so much, Sunshine, for sharing all the intimate details of the things that we do on the hormone and sexual health wellness side of what we do. The treatment really is about 45 minutes, and that's just getting everything set up. But honestly, the amount of time you're actually getting a treatment is very, very short. But you won't be here any longer than 45 minutes. All right, Sunshine, thank you. I'm going to talk about some other things with our world, and I'm going to share about the promos. So thank you. All right, so the promotions for what we just talked about with the bioidentical hormones, we're going to do a promotion that is your initial blood work and your consultation for $200. And that is $100 savings, which is an absolutely incredible savings. If you want to know what's happening in your body with your hormones, let's run some blood work and we can have that conversation and talk about what you might feel optimized if you're going to do the bioidentical hormones. And then the VLAs, we do recommend for the vaginal rejuvenation that you do a treatment of 3, a series of 3, so 1 a month for 3 in a row. And that is $1,500, which is actually a $500 savings. It's one of our best deals during our anniversary week this time. So if you want to get in on that, please give us a call and we can get that scheduled and get you going for that. One of the other things that I wanted to share with you guys about health and wellness that we do here at Facetté is we also offer food sensitivity testing. So many times we have reactions with our skin, or things we don't feel great, our stomach is acting up, and we're just like, something is off. And many times how our skin reacts and it comes from our gut. And if something is not feeling great in our gut, a lot of times, 90%, I'm going to be really honest with you, comes down to food sensitivity, something that we're eating that our body does not love or is not agreeing with us. And it can impact everything. It can impact how you sleep, how you feel, how it feels when you work out. And I am one who was having those issues. Something changed in my body. I have autoimmune. And I was like, I just don't feel right. Something is not right with me. I noticed after I would eat lunch, even if I ate something incredibly healthy or clean, that I was sluggish and feeling very heavy and wanted to take a nap. And someone suggested food sensitivity testing to me. And it was one of the most game-changing things for me. Because what I realized is that even though you can eat something healthy, for example, I'll give you one of mine, it's cauliflower, right? Cauliflower is this healthy thing, and especially because I'm celiac, so I have to be gluten-free. Most things that are replaced are with cauliflower, so I was eating a lot of it. I was having migraines, I was super sick, I was very nauseous. I have arthritis that was completely flared up and all of this inflammation, and it was because I was eating cauliflower that my body could not break down correctly. And the minute I eliminated some of these things in my eating that were inflaming my gut and messing with my skin didn't look good. I was having little rashes. It was absolutely incredible. So if there's those moments where like I really feel like something is off in my space, we also offer food sensitivity testing. So you can find out what is not great for you. There's some things that are very high on your food sensitivity list, which means you should not eat them at all. Your body just doesn't love them. That's me and cauliflower. We're not friends. We have migraines. There's other things for me that are like in the moderate. So you probably shouldn't have them all the time, but you can rotate them in once you eliminate them from your diet. And other things that are low, you can have them more frequently, but probably shouldn't have them all on the same day. And it just gives you some ideas. I had a friend who did this, and she was trying to lose weight, really struggling. And she had an allergy to iceberg lettuce. So let's talk about when you're trying to lose weight, what are the things that we eat? A crap ton of salads, and iceberg lettuce is in everything. And she was feeling horrible because she was eating things that were not great for her body. Her body couldn't process them and break them down. So this is one of the areas that we do because our gut does impact our skin so tremendously. And we also have something that goes along with that, which is called Prolon. It is a scientifically based fast mimicking program. And it's based on the European Mediterranean diet because they have so many people who have this longevity of life that we don't have in our Western world and all of our fast food. And they base it off of that. And the science is that in this amazing box that you get, that's beautiful, has every day all the foods that you can eat. So you eat during that. But the science is that your body thinks you're in fast mimicking, which helps with metabolism, insulin resistance. A lot of our clients that have done this have noticed that their sugar cravings completely diminish. There is some weight loss with that. It can help with performance, all sorts of things. So if there's some of those things where you're like, I feel like I need a reset. How many times after, especially the first of the year or the holidays, we're like, I need a reset. This is a 5-day program that you can buy in a box. It has everything that you need for your body to feel like it's fasting, cleansing, and putting you back into that state where you get everything back in line, especially after you do a food sensitivity test. You want to clean everything out and really start fresh. So those are just some of the things that we offer here at Facetté that are a little bit different on the health and wellness side. Bioidentical hormones, we want to have balanced hormones so that we feel good. Longevity of life, vaginal rejuvenation, everyone needs it. Just do it. Let's not pretend like we don't want it. And then of course, if you're feeling like there's something else where you feel like you need to test something, you're just not feeling like yourself, we can test your thyroid, but we can also make sure we test for food sensitivity as well, which I think is important. And then if you want to reset that, let's do it together. Prolon is better done together. We always do it here at Facetté together. It's made a huge difference for me with my inflammation, my gut health, definitely the cravings, absolutely something that we offer here. So it is called Prolon, Prolon. You can look up the science behind it. And we do a consultation, right? You come in, you meet with us, we make sure that it looks like it's something that's going to work for you and that you feel like you're going to have great results on and that you have some support. No, Prolon is the food that you would do for 5 days. It's all the food tests. And then the blood test is if you are going to do the food sensitivity. And there's several, we can test a whole bunch of different things with the food sensitivity, but we want to make sure that you know that there's an option and let's figure out the right option for you. So, all right, we're getting to the end of our night, which is not my favorite part. I hate saying goodbye to all of you. This is my favorite night, is being able to share all the things with you. Yes, all the things, my friend Brittany. I'm going to find some new words for you tomorrow. I'm going to work on it. But I want to share our giveaways. So we have a complimentary hormone insertion for someone who can come in. We'll get you the blood work and you're going to have a complimentary hormone insertion. And that is for Danielle Good. Congratulations, Danielle. For our complimentary giveaway of the vaginal rejuvenation, Kim Williamson, you are going to have a whole new undercarriage, sister. So that is going to be on your account. We're excited for that. As you guys know, yesterday I was telling you 2 of my favorite things. So I was thinking yesterday I want to do Amanda's favorite things next year, but I decided we're just going to do it this year. Aquas towels, because they make sure that your hair, when it's wet, when it's most susceptible to damage, doesn't get damaged. It helps my dry time with my extensions. Absolutely amazing. I'm obsessed with them. I travel with them. It's like my blankie for my hair. And so I'm giving 2 of those away to Dawn Jacobson and Wendy Nelson. Congratulations. Another one of my favorite things that I love and I'm giving away tonight is these t-shirts that we got from Heyday that we love so much, called, they say, support your local woman-owned business. And I love this shirt. Every time I wear it, people ask me about it and I get comments on it. And tonight I am giving one to Erin Shanley. Congratulations. This is yours and I'll have it here. You guys can come and pick it up. Yesterday, I told you guys how much I love the Maxi Lash and Maxi Brow products, which are my lashes. These are my real lashes, you guys. And I've been using the Maxi Lash and Maxi Brow. You can use it on your brows and your lashes. So I'm giving away one of these products, and that goes to Donna Hunter. Congratulations, Donna. That is for you. And then, as I told you guys yesterday, we are wanting to partner with all of our restaurant friends in the community because it's been a hard year for them. And we want to continue to support them. So we picked some of our favorite restaurants in the community to give away gift certificates that each of you can have and continue to support them. So tonight, Lindsay Bressler, you have a gift certificate to Fox and Crow, $50. You guys can stop by this week. These are the amazing swag bags, you guys. You get them when you purchase the promotions this week. And I love them so much because they are chock full of amazing things. First of all, there's a full size Kerastase heat protectant for your hair, the extension used to make sure that your hair does not have damage, full size. A full size sunscreen from SkinCeuticals. This is our favorite sunscreen from SkinCeuticals. You don't want to go without that. There is hair products. There is Maxi Lash put in here. This is my new mirror for my purse because it has a magnifier on it because I'm older and need it. There's a gift certificate and some goodies from Frenchie's Nails here in Fort Collins. There is just products from Orbe, so many products. A little hand sanitizer that says Facetté on it. There's a makeup bag. There's a gift certificate and a coupon to Sonia's Boutique. This is worth over $200. You do not want to miss these little baggies. So thank you all so much for another amazing night. This has been, oh, my nails. I love my nails too. I have the most amazing nail gal. Her name is Kayla. And I will highlight her on my Instagram so you can find her. She has been absolutely amazing to do my nails, but thank you. She has done that for me. Thank you all so much for joining me and all of our team tonight. It really is a fun time for us to be able to share with you all the things that we get to do. And I hope you each enjoy coming behind the scenes and learning all the things. So thank you for another incredible night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye, Camara.